parliamentarian of this board. You're not an appointed parliamentarian of this board. You're not the chairman of the board.
Well, ask Mr. Martin for
Mr. Martin, sir.
Mr. Chairman, following, if I recall
Who put this
correctly,
agenda together?
following the motion last week regarding the resolution, there was a specific request that this matter be placed on the agenda for tonight's budget meeting.
Mr. Peterson.
And who requested it to be put on here? He is not the chairman.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
I didn't request it be put back on
Well,
now
we
for a
need,
vote.
well, we need to talk about it. We already approved. What are you talking about?
He just has it for information, he just has it as
You
a
requested last meeting that this be put back on the agenda.
Yeah, but not for a motion, but, okay, is his motion good or bad?
It's his motion. He can
He
make
got
a
a
motion.
motion.
if he-
All it has is emergency medical services. There's
But his
no,
motion, you
No, I
can't
know, I'm
vote
just
on
saying
something
it-
that's already been voted on, Mr. Martin.
I'm just saying, we
I made
placed
a
it on
motion
as
in
an
a
item
second
for
that
discussion,
we
however
fund
the
these
board wants to
employees.
deal with it.
That we fund these 10 requesting employees by EMS.
So you,
Mr. Cogdale seconded.
all right, okay, we have them.
That's
All right, we'll vote
that's
on
not
that.
right.
What's your,
Call for the vote.
Greg, what's
Call
the,
for the question. We'll vote on
your
that.
opinion on this? There's two opinions here, and I know we voted on it last time.
Let's vote
Yeah,
on
I
it
mean,
again.
No, it's pending the quarter-cent sales tax.
Well, that's part of your motion. You just asked, he can't make this motion. You depending on the point of sales tax. You
I
got
asked for discussion, but I call all of you to order. That's not the way you do things. So y'all just find out. But call for discussion.
Well, if it's in the 1/4% sales tax, we shouldn't pass it, we know where.
All right, call for discussion, Mr. President. I'll move on.
Very good, good discussion, anybody got it?
My motion tonight's gonna be, while we're in discussion, is that we put those 10 positions on hold until after the quarter-cent sales tax
We
vote.
not putting no-
That's gonna be my motion as soon as we vote on Mr. Hoppers.
No.
Okay, now.
You are not the chairman, you're not
No,
the
he's not
parliamentarian.
Mr. Priest, give me the floor.
I gave him the floor for clarification, and he made a motion. You made a motion, Mr. Peterson?
Well, what did you do with,
I got his motion first.
You
what
got to vote
did
on
you
that.
do with his, the motion is on the floor, it's been seconded. Then you need to vote on it.
Vote on
All right, motion,
Now, what's the motion?
you wanna do your motion, sir?
My motion was that we fund these 10 requested employees that were requested by EMS.
Can't do that.
Hey, let me ask you something, Mr. Priest, before you vote. What was that motion was made last week? That was made pending on the sales tax, is that not correct?
No, I'm not pending.
Wasn't
Yeah,
nothing
well,
to do
it was.
with
It
was.
It
Pending on
The
not.
motion was that we were for the
What's
10
the motion?
employees
I
and
don't
put
know.
the sales tax on, and also along with the sales tax. It wasn't nothing about no pending.
I don't know what that motion was last
It
week.
wasn't no
word for
pending
word.
in
There was no pending.
Wasn't no pending in
Pending,
there.
nothing.
Wasn't nothing pending.
Was it
Was
pending?
not.
Quarter-cent sales.
two weeks ago,
You know the sales tax.
2 weeks
ain't
ago,
gonna
go ahead,
pass
Mr. Barnes.
with.
Yeah.
2 weeks
Yeah,
ago,
stop it, yeah.
on May 31st, there was a motion that 10 positions be funded with fund balance, appropriate with funds from fund balance for the current year.
Right.
And that there be a sales tax in November, a sales tax referendum in November, with the funds to be specifically earmarked for personnel and capital equipment for EMS.
Exactly
And that
right.
if the, and that,
Yes.
and further, and that
Right.
if the,
Nothing pending.
Yes.
and the further statement was, if the sales tax fails, it'll have to be revisited.
I
That
didn't
was
see
the, that
that
was
in
the
the
statement.
motion. I didn't vote on that.
I mean, that was
Sales
the
tax
statement, is
go
that
up
correct,
now?
Mr.
I
President?
just-
That's the motion, I'm
Mr.
just recalling.
Martin, what I'm asking is, that's already been passed. So the only thing that can be done to that motion is overturned. You don't make two motions to assure that, I mean, it's already in the budget. Am I not correct?
Mr. Chairman, you chairman.
Go ahead,
Mr.
go ahead.
Chairman. I'd like to make a motion that we.
You got a motion on the floor, Mr. Cogdell.
Got a motion here.
Well,
Listen, Charles
We-
Ray
we-
Peterson
we
is
got a
not
motion
sitting
on the
here to call anybody out.
That's what you
But
told
you can't
me.
make two motions
Chairman of
at
this
one
board.
time.
That's what you told me.
I'll make a substitute motion. Let's vote on that.
Ain't no such thing as substitute motion,
Yeah,
Mr.
that,
Priest.
he's parliamentarian.
How come I can't make a substitute
Read
motion?
notes. Dr. Plank says that, brought that last time we met, that you cannot use a
On the
substitute
same,
motion.
on the same, pertaining to the same subject.
You
Mr.
can't make a
Secretary.
substitute motion. My substitute motion, Mr. Chairman, is that you table this until we can get clarity on this from legal as to what that motion was.
Legal,
they'll get somebody to look at it, 'cause we can't interpret. Let somebody interpret that motion, and then we'll pull it up,
Copy
and do
I think
something.
we got out of hand with this back and forth stuff, y'all, and, I'm not an expert on that, I don't claim to be, but I'm counting on Mr. Gregg to tell us what we should do with this motion and where it stands. So, Mr. Martin, you please get us straight right now on that, sir. What we need to do, we got a motion of him, another motion by him, by Mr. Carter, I'm sorry, Mr. Carter.
I guess the way I see it is, until the budget is fully put into place, I think it's appropriate to deal with, if the motion is to approve or not to approve, you're gonna achieve the same. I mean, you just about achieve the same purpose if it fails. You find out one way or the other what the board thinks, and I think that's the ultimate purpose.
So-
However the motion's worded,
Do we need to visit him first, or the substitute motion by Mr. Carter?
You can't go with the substitute motion to this motion.
yeah, you need to deal with the
Yeah,
first
do it
motion on the
right.
floor. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Mr. Board, would you please make your motion again? I forgot what it was.
My motion was that, we fund the 10 EMS employees as they requested.
I second.
Got a second? Mr.
Discussion.
Carter, second. Any discussion? We already had enough discussion.
My plans are to make a motion as soon as this is over.
We'll plan it when you get to it.
No, I've got discussion.
Don't plan it now.
I said discussion.
I can't discuss.
Plan it when you get to it.
I can't
Just
discuss
let
it.
him discuss it. You can discuss it again, if you like. I think we've had enough discussion. Go ahead, Mr.
My
President.
motion will be that we put those jobs on hold till we see what the quarter-cent referendum does, because, you know, we were promised by people that if we did this, they'd support the quarter-cent sales tax. But things have changed. I mean, people don't stick to the word or stick to the gun, so that's put a kink in what our plans were around EMS.
Who
Who
promised?
promised
Who
that?
promised?
That sales tax must
Who
go
promised?
to
Clear that up
education
with me.
and EMS.
Who promised?
Now, that's what was promised.
It's been on the ballot for 3
And
times.
it's gonna fail
And
the
you,
fifth
and
time.
your organization has not voted for it the first time. Now, how in heck can you sit here and tell me it's for education and EMS?
It's gonna be used for education
Ah.
and
Let's
EMS.
vote all of us.
Okay,
It's gonna fail the fifth time.
those in favor of
It's
Mr.
supposed to be
Bullock's motion,
used.
please say aye. Opposed, no?
No. Mr. Priest, I make a motion that those 10,
Hold it, he has a substitute
I got
motion.
substitute motion.
Now, Mr. Martin, do we do his substitute motion first?
That's right.
I thought to make a motion before we did.
Well, you started, you didn't finish.
Well, Mr. Martin, what's the parliamentary
Let's
on
go.
that?
Go ahead, let him
That's
make a
fine.
motion.
Sir,
That's fine.
I make a substitute motion that this be tabled, be placed and to seek legal advice on the interpretation of the motion presented to this board.
motion, Mr. Carter, have a second. Mr. Bullock, second. No discussion. Anybody, in favor, say aye.
What you
You
doing
in
now?
favor of his motion?
Just to get a clarity on what that table,
For your lawyer, you're supposed to interpret the law. Where you paying the lawyer from?
All in favor, say aye. Opposed, no?
No.
Motion fails.
Mr. Priest, I make a motion that those 10 new jobs, the 10 jobs we're talking about, be put on hold to after the quarter-cent sales tax referendum to see the outcome.
I'll second.
Got a motion, Mr. Peterson, second by Mr. Edge.
I got a discussion.
Oh.
There's one thing I'd like to clear up something.
Yeah, we went over about what you're gonna say, but go ahead right quick,
Well,
please.
this one thing.
Mr. Priest, the voters of this county
I know
have
that.
told us 4 times
I know that.
the outcome.
But Mr. Dr. Blaine, then we
Why
did
do we
this,
keep making
we
a
did
jack
meet
out of
last meeting, and
ourselves?
we got together and said, let's do it.
And the voters said no.
No, I'm talking about the other, last week, a week, 2 weeks ago.
When did you get together?
We were right here.
Who did get together?
Did we do it here? We said we're gonna go to, everybody's gonna, y'all gonna support it? You said Bladen approved, we support it.
Who said
Who
this?
said that?
Y'all did? Yeah,
Oh, we did?
we did.
I've been
Mr.
telling you
Collins
this is
got
not
forward,
on
then I can see.
tax.
That was consensus of the board that night, Dr. Blackson, that y'all would, if it would go to East Acadia, get some, response time for EMSs and some more employees, and y'all would go along with it. If y'all, because you've been talking about, for months about You're tired of not having response time at East Acadian, and I
Let me
understand
make a
that.
statement, Mr.
Okay, let me finish
As long-
that.
Wait, Ms. Doc.
Let me finish.
No, let me
I'm just
make
telling
a
the
statement.
truth, I'm not gonna tell a story about
Let me
it.
just tell you.
And I understand your concerns about response
And I
time.
represent District One, as
Oh, I know-
long
I know
as the
that.
Board of
You do a good
Education
job.
in this county, let me make a statement.
Go
As
ahead.
long as the Board of Education, with their capital improvement plans, do not see fit to put a school on the eastern end, and I told W.C. this, of Bladen County.
All right.
Now, I want you to imagine, with our capital improvement plans and future growth, half of Bladen County comes on that end of 701 but back, not a school. Now, if you see what they have in mind, the children on that end of the county having to live without the privileges of school within 30 miles of their home. Now, you think we're gonna support something like that? And that's what they have, and I've asked to be enlightened. That's where the future schools of this county will be built.
I don't think they know.
And here's half of the county from 701 going east, in which there will not be a school. And you think I'm gonna lead those voters in and encouraging them to support something like that? What kind of representation would that be?
That's your personal feeling, and I respect them very
Now,
much.
you can forget the sales tax until that sales tax is used for EMS and a sensible educational plan.
We just-
It is not going to pass.
We just